After the loss versus Wolves, I was absolutely shattered. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and I actually stopped watching the game just a little bit after Sterling's miss when we were free alone against the Wolves goalkeeper, and I couldn't square it to Palmer Jackson, who would literally had an open net. After that, I got absolutely fuming and I gave up watching. And in Sweden, we celebrating Christmas at 24th, in the whole Scandinavia. So I didn't want to sit there and waste my time and be angry on Christmas. I just turned off and I didn't look back at the game because I knew we were just gonna lose that game. And now we're facing Crystal Palace. I think they haven't won a single game in 7 matches. And you should be thinking we should be beating them with ease home at the bridge. But Crystal Palace is probably smelling the blood here. They know they can collect 3 points against us. We are just so easy to beat and we're just so pathetic out there. And I'm trying to give you in my match preview as many solutions as I can to what I think Pochettino should do, what the players need to do, etc. But it just doesn't work. And what concerns me is that Pochettino will be stubborn enough and don't try to change anything, because what he is doing so far is clearly working. And we also know that the players are to blame too, but Pochettino is the one that is responsible for the players developing or not. He is responsible for the tactics, and he also in his press conference made a lot of excuses. I can understand it's not easy to manage when you have injuries on key players. I sympathize on that one. But when it comes to disciplinary actions, it can't be that the players feel too much pressure or that they are too young. Did you see players picking up stupid yellow cards on the Thomas Tuchel or on the Frank Lampard when we got a lot of young guys from the academy and that we brought back from loan? Oh, you didn't see that. And we're picking up yellow cards for diving. Sterling has done it multiple times. I'm so tired of him. Jackson continuously putting in arguments with the referees, and then he receives yellow cards. Palmer is suspended now to 3rd January. Even Pochettino picking up yellow cards himself. And how can you then look up to the manager when he doesn't even have discipline on himself? And I'm starting to lose real patience with Pochettino. I would like to give him more time, but now there has been going around rumors that he has 6 games to turn this around. I will only give him against Crystal Palace. I want to back my manager, but when nothing is happening, when there is no improvement, when there is no responsibility, when we see the same thing happening game after game after game after game, that it's no surprise that you start losing patience in your manager. And we can't just be blind and think that, oh, just wait, be patient, and Pochettino will turn it around. We have seen in other occasions where we have sacked the manager, brought in another manager, and he can turn it around. It doesn't have to be an elite manager. It just has to be a manager that knows what he's doing, that has maybe a philosophy, a tactic that suits our players, that doesn't pick up stupid yellow cards on the sideline, that gets the player in check, that is not afraid to tell the truth and not coming up with continuously excuses after excuses. A manager that will put the players in their place. How Sterling made it through the last game without getting substituted is just incredible. We also got an academy there where we have a lot of young talents. Maybe you have to be brave and give them a chance. Maybe use them as substitution in the middle of a game. Don't think about what the player name is. Don't think about what he's earning. Don't think what he did in the previous game. It's about this game at the moment. If the player is not performing, the player making stupid decisions continuously, you have to take that player out and give someone else a chance. Because how are you supposed to save your job? It can't continue like this. And I'm not the guy that wants to sit and rant in a video. I think that is very boring. But I have had enough now. This Crystal Palace game have to be a win. Pochettino doesn't win this. I have lost all faith in him. If he wins this, I will give him a few more matches. But we are just so inconsistent everywhere. And in terms of the team news, we have injury concerns. We know Enzo is out. Wichuku re-injured himself in the last game. As we know, Palmer Sterling is suspended. So just what's going on in this football club? What's going on, guys? And it's not going to be easy to pick a lineup ahead of this game. But I have came up with 2 solutions. What I would personally do if I was the manager out there with a costume and a cap. So let's get into it. If Pochettino wants to continue with a 4-2-3-1, I think it's time we start actually using 2 natural fullbacks that can transform our attack, and we hopefully becoming more lethal in the attack, that the wingers have someone supporting them with both different types of runs. We can have more players attacking the box. Just Madsen on each flank. Pochettino, you have to give Madsen at least one chance. You got nothing to lose. Playing Colwill there is just not simply working. Thiago Silva and Colwill will be a centre-back pairing for me, because Colwill is really good in possession. He's good with his ball. He's physical. Thiago Silva is a leader out there, and I will always have the captaincy band on him. I know Pochettino won't do that, but this is what I would do. Thiago Silva is someone that has made errors lately, but he's still a leader out there that we need, that can guide the players through difficult situations. In the pivot, I continue with Caicedo, Gallagher, because we don't have much option. Lavia isn't ready to start. Antonio is out. So I continue with them there. I want Caicedo on the left hand side on the pivot. I think that will suit him more. And Gallagher will have this Segundo Volante role where he will go up and supporting attack, as well as having defensive duties because he covers so much ground. And Kunku will continue in the number 10 role, more like a shadow striker, focus on the left side so he can cut in and shoot with his right foot. And he's very good at attacking box. We know that he scored a goal from his head against Wolves. And Mudryk will be on the left hand side, Madueke on the right hand side, because we got no other options unless we're giving Matos a chance. No, Pochettino doesn't favor Madueke. If he's fit, just start him and see what he will do for you when a fullback is overlapping and he's cutting inside, etc. The thing Madueke needs to improve at is tracking back when losing possession. He needs to run the whole game, working hard. He needs to release the ball earlier. I know he's dangerous when he's trying to dribble going against players, which he should do, but not too much. He has to look up and release the ball as well. And I'm giving David Washington a chance up front, because I'm so tired on Jackson, and Broja, he has gone missing after that long-term injury. It looks like it affected him really badly. He's just totally out of confidence, and I don't blame him, but I don't see any reason to start him when we can just give David Washington a chance and see what he will do. You never know. You actually never know. I mean, we bought all these young guys for a reason, so why not give Washington a chance against the Crystal Palace that hasn't won in 7 games? Also got another lineup here. I would like to see if Pochettino feels he's not confident with having Madsen as a left back and he prefers having 3 centre back, then you might as well just go with a wing back system. So here we have Colwill, Silva, Disasi being the 3 centre backs, and they will be done more responsibility on playing those progressive passes. We're having Gusto Madsen as wing backs that will join the attack, as well as having defensive duties running up and down. We got Caicedo and Gallagher together in the midfield. Gallagher will help cover a lot of ground like he is really good at, winning interceptions, winning the ball high up in the final third, so we can then go on and counter-attacks. We got Caicedo in the midfield to make the difference with passes there, and Madueke, Mudryk being wingers, and Kunku will be then the striker up front, because as I have been stressing now, I have enough of Jackson Roya for the time being. In terms of a score prediction, I'm out of confidence. If Pochettino tries to change something, trying to do something else, I think we can maybe get a lucky 1-0 win, 2-1 win, something like that. Yeah, I mean, we're always letting in goals. We always shake. I'm gonna guess a 2-1 victory Chelsea. But if Pochettino isn't doing anything, if we're continuously making mistakes, if we don't fixing the set pieces, I could see honestly Crystal Palace snatching a 1-0 win. Not only Pochettino's fault. Players have to take responsibility as well. The recruitment has been poor. We know that the owners has came up with a wrong project that just doesn't suit Chelsea and won't bring success. But Pochettino at least has the power over the lineup, which players he's picking, in-game management, tactics. He has at least control over that, and it's time we stop seeing unnecessary yellow cards, no diving. Every player has to work for each other out there. Gotta have to start believing again. Forget about the last game. Now it's about Crystal Palace, and I hopefully we can get those 3 points we desperately need, because I'm tired of us being so inconsistent. So we can only hope for the best. And I just want to end the video before we're leaving that I just miss Thomas Tuchel. I miss him so much. This picture is one of my favorite pictures, him and Antonio Conte fighting. Honestly, I really liked Antonio Conte when he was a manager too. I mean, every manager has their downside and weakness, but you can't deny these guys were managers. Happily take any of them. And so if you made it all the way to the end of the video, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my page, hit that notification bell down below, check out my socials in the description, and I thank you so for watching.